Hello everybody, my name is Frank Aguirre. Most of you may know me from the Hispanic band Inversal band, Los Incontenibles del Amor. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that today. In fact, I'm going to let you guys know about, dating an older woman. If you young guys are looking, to get into a relationship with an older woman, trust me, it's not what it's cracked up to be. Sure, it's going to be hot and heavy, at first, but later on it's going to go sour, and trust me, that those are things that, that's a stage that I'm advising you guys to, to stay away from. I met Jackie like a long time ago. I was in a relationship with her. I was underage at the time. Let's see, she's probably like 53 now. But anyway, let's see, as far as going out with an older woman, her family will be against the relationship. You'll be a lucky guy if you happen to bump into an older woman that's family, it's definitely okay with you guys being different ages, being 10, 20, 15, 30 years older than whatever. Anyway, I was going out with Jackie for probably like almost 4 years maybe, and going to 5. Let's see, at first, we were having a great time. We were going, every weekend we were going to movies, to a concert, or to local shows, to see underground bands. I guess her family noticed that she was having, too good of a time with me, and eventually they ended up giving her, feeding her lines of shit, about me, telling her that I was using her for her money, and that I was, just with her for the sex, and that I was just, I was no good. And, these kids, her family, they thought that they were gods themselves, and that they knew the whole, the whole universe around me. But, when in reality they didn't. I was always paying for movie tickets, for concert tickets, for outings, dinners, lunches, breakfast. I was always paying for all these things, and the times that she actually put her money in, I'd be like, I would get so pissed, and I'd make it a point to pay her back, and I did. Let's see. She started calling me to break up and saying, "Oh, Frank, I want to break up with you. Oh, it's not working out. Oh, it's not what I really need." And at that time she would change her mind constantly. She would call me probably like at 1 or 2 in the morning, sometimes even at 3 or at 6 in the morning, about a breakup. A lot of girlfriends, call, their guy to tell them, "Oh, I'm thinking about you. I love you. I miss you. Hope you have a great day." All those calls, what should have been those calls were, to me, I mean, they were just breakup calls. Let's see. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but, you'll be really lucky if you get to, find a older woman that really understands and that really doesn't give a crap about what anybody else says. Anyway, let's see. Let's see, one year she decided to have an accident, and she didn't let me know about this. I have a friend that, works in, let's just say that he works in a place that, where people know a lot, and no, he's not a psychic, and he doesn't have a crystal ball in front of him, but, he works with the law, and, anyway, he let me know what happened one night, and she decided to cause an accident, and, she got her license revoked probably for a year, suspended. And anyway, I ended up having, to give her, rides for 4 months, and not to think that she lived 44 miles away from me, and to add the other 5 or 10 miles that, she was away from her job. And, every morning I would wake up at 5 in the morning, 5 sharp, to get up and drive up to her house, and then, bring her to work, and then, I'd come back, and then after that I'd do the whole thing over again to go bring her home. Anyway, she would always ask me to, bring her to all these places. No, I'd never had a problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is that, she was always very unthankful for things, and, she had weird ways of expressing, herself. One other thing, one time I took her to meet her mom and sister, to see her attorney. Anyway, we decided to go back to the mom's and sister's house, and her sister was about to tell me what options Jackie had. Well, at the time, I didn't go into the office with them, but she was about to tell me at the house, and Jackie happens to come out, and she happens to tell Susan, I do not want you telling him anything. I don't want him to know anything. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been with you for like almost more than 3 years now, and it's like, what the hell, Anyway, I decided to leave the situation alone, and I decided to leave the room at the time, and I went to go sit outside in my car. Anyway, my car broke down, and obviously putting more than 40 miles every day, obviously something's gonna go wrong. She got pissed off at me, and she said that I didn't want to do it when, in reality, I took a picture of the car, how it was, when the mechanics were working on it, and, I showed her, this footage, and so anyway, I don't know what happened with her, but she ended up not believing it, whatever. Let's see, the family, that's one thing I gotta let you guys know. Her daughters, Mary and Veronica, and Vanessa, and she never really had anything, as far as I know, she's a cool person, I have nothing bad to say about her, and nor do I have anything bad to say about Mary or Veronica, but they made it hell for the both of us at the time, and they always made it very difficult for the mom, and I would be at the house with her mom, with the mom, and they would be like, oh, I want him out, oh, kick his ass out, this and that, and at times, I would go ahead and take all these, confrontations, and I only did it just, for Jackie, but you know what, I didn't want to hold back anything. Those two didn't pay any rent. The middle child, she was always, she thought she owned the whole place. She thought that, whatever, I guess that's her deal, But anyway, yeah, if these women happen to have children your age, trust me,